Hi, my name is Nadia, and I'm intuitive tarot reader, reiki practitioner, medium, and a lot of other things. A hypnotherapist that comes to mind. That's my main profession, by the way. So I do a lot of spiritual things. So today I wanted to talk about how to prepare for a tarot session. Because if you just grab the cards and start reading right away, then you bring in all the negative energies from your day, then you're not disconnecting from all the energy from the day, right? Then you're not completely connecting with tarot. So for you, in order to successfully work with tarot, in order to be aligned with tarot, right, you need to create a ritual where you go from everyday life, right, going through doing your to-do list, right, and doing grocery shopping or something like this, to actually going into this beautiful space of reading tarot, which is completely different mental space, right? So those rituals help you to transition from to-do list to this beautiful space of tarot reading, and helps you to kind of open up your channel and open yourself up for beautiful stories that you will see in these tarot decks. So today I'm gonna tell you my tips and tricks. I'm gonna tell you my flow, and if you like it, you can implement it. If you don't like it, don't implement it. Again, in all my courses, in all my programs, in all my videos, I teach you guys to think for yourself, and if you like something, implement it and use it. And if you don't like something, that's okay to find something else that works for you. Here I'm, sharing my flow, and if it's something you like, you can definitely use it and try it and see if it works for you. So first and most of all, you need to find the space for reading. And some people buy special tarot cloth that you put right and you do the spreads on the tarot cloth. I don't do tarot cloths because I feel like I couldn't find the one that I like, because I feel like there's so many pictures and different designs on that it actually distracts me from. And my kitty is crying again. You want some attention. You want to come and say hi? Come. Okay, come. Oh, let's say hi. I know you're not gonna like it because she wants to be sleeping and she wants hugging and kisses, but yeah, you want to say hi? Say oh. This is Turtle, and she's a cute, cute kitty that doesn't like to be held. So she's gonna go back and chill here. Yeah? Okay, you're not gonna cry anymore? Yes, you got all your attention? Okay, so the design on those clothes, right, it distracts me from the actual cards. That's why I don't use it. So that's why I use this table, which is, I think is pretty cool because it's a mirror table. So you can see it, as you guys can see the pictures here, so reflecting. So I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it looks cool in the videos too, unless it's distracting. So you guys gotta let me know in the comments below if you watch any of my spreads, how it looks and how you feel about it. Or you can use a simple cloth, right? So it doesn't have to be a special cloth for tarot. You can use a special blanket, or you can use something else that you use only for tarot, or maybe like a handkerchief, right? Or something else. I don't know. So it's up to you what you use. You can use a regular table, you can use some cloth on it, you can without cloth, or whatever it is, whatever works for you, that's the way to go. So when you find the space, you bring everything that will help you to do the reading to that space. So that's why I bring my decks, right? That's why I bring my, bowl. Is it a bowl? Yes, it's a bowl. That's why, those are actually not related. That's why I bring my candle and I light up my candle. So if you work with certain energies, I usually prefer to work with candles. I love candles. I love fire. Fire is my energy. So I'm a fire energy sign, so that's why I like fire. But if you work with air, maybe you can do feather or something like this, or maybe incense, right? I don't do incense because I'm really sensitive to smell. That's why I never use incense. So this is actually without the smell. So the candle, I found it on Amazon. I'm actually gonna put the link below if you guys love these candles, because I do. No smell at all, because I'm really sensitive to those. So Yeah, wasn't going to talk about it, but if you guys like it, I'm gonna put the link below anyway. So yeah, so candle, I light it, I work with fire energy. If you work with water, you can bring a glass of water, right, or something like that. So probably you have your altar where you keep all your stuff, so you can use things or crystals, right, or whatever it is that you work with that will help you to kind of transfer into the state of tarot reading, right? And I bring my stones that I use for my tarot readings. You guys probably seen them in the video. So yellow pyramid. They're very cute. So what I do at the beginning, I just take some time, I clear out my table, right? I'll probably leave those pictures here, and then bring all the decks. I open up the decks. Oh my goodness. I free them from the boxes. Now let me see what this card is. Ooh, community. So we are communicating here and building a beautiful community, so I'm really excited. So I'm taking out the decks. I'm only taking out the decks that I probably will use. So if I'm not gonna use a deck, I'm gonna leave it back in the box where I keep it. So I'm taking out all the cards. So when you do this, it kind of puts you into state of tarot, right? It kind of brings you energy of tarot. You start connecting with tarot. You start kind of relating to energy of tarot. So this is a beautiful way to kind of go from everyday life into a tarot reading mode, right? As you might say. So that's what I usually do. I kind of prepare myself, and then I line it here for you guys so you can see it clearly. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm just gonna leave those decks here, right here. Okay. So you found the space, you brought all the attributes, you brought your cards that you're gonna use, you open them up, it kind of already put you in the tarot energy, so that's all good. So the next thing that I usually do is I disconnect from all the energies from the day, because when you do a tarot reading, when you do any kind of channeling or intuitive reading, right, you gotta disconnect from your own energies, you gotta disconnect from your own life, so you don't bring all this negative stuff back with you, right? So you gotta disconnect and cleanse yourself before you do the reading, so the reading is accurate, so you don't bring all your stuff into it, right? So this is very important as well, because if you, let's say, in a negative state, if you, let's say, something is going on in your life and you're in not very positive mental state, then that will affect the reading in a negative way. So for you, it's better to disconnect, to cleanse yourself mentally before you go. And I'm going to explain how to do it right now. So we're gonna do it together. Yay! So what you're gonna do, you're going to uncross your legs, uncross your arms, right? And you're gonna close your eyes. And you're going to visualize, and you can do it with me right now. So this is the cleansing energy. So you're gonna close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. I'm already exhaling. Let's do one more time. Deep breath in and exhaling all the tension and stress from your body. Take another deep breath in and exhaling all the tension and stress from your body. So do a few deep breaths before you start visualizing, and then visualize a beautiful white light, a beautiful divine white light entering the top of your head and going through your whole body, cleansing your body from all negative energy, removing all the stress and tensions, and just visualize every single part of your body. Every single cell of your body is purifying, it's cleansing, it's clearing from all negative energies. And you become crystal clear. And you become crystal clear. And you become crystal clear. Okay, so we cleansed our body from all the negative energies, right? We put ourselves into this divine state, and this beautiful state of light, right, where we removed everything that was going on during the day, and we put ourselves in this beautiful channeling state where you can clearly focus on the thing that you're doing, reading tarot cards. And then what I also do, um, I've seen another tarot reader doing it. So what helps me to connect to the tarot, and different people do it differently. So I have a friend, she actually does the same way. So she closes her eyes and she connects to the divine energy, to the spirit guides, to the tarot channel. So she kind of connects and she asks, okay, the tarot channel entering my body helps me to read the cards, right? And it connects me to my spirit guides that will help me to guide through the process. So she's doing something like this, so you can connect and you can bring up all the energies that you need during the during the process. For me, what I do is I actually, when I start shuffling cards, for me that's how I connect to the tarot. So for me, I don't do it with, just visualizing it. I do visualize it, but I do it when I start shuffling. So for me, shuffling is connecting to the tarot, channel. So what I do, I start shuffling, and I kind of go deep into my mind, and I start connecting to the tarot channel, kind of inviting those tarot energies, inviting those tarot pictures, inviting all the divine energy to help me in the reading. And every time I shuffle the cards, I connect to that energy. So every time I shuffle the cards, I connect to that energy. And it helps me to do the readings, and it helps me to see the situation, and it helps me to be crystal clear what's going on and what message I need to share. So that's how I do it. You can do it different ways, so whatever works for you is the best. Whatever you create, whatever you desire, there is no right or wrong doing it. All you need to do is to kind of, synchronize with cards, right? And all you need to do is synchronize with tarot egregor, right? Or tarot channel. So it doesn't matter, dude. You don't really have to visualize. As soon as you're done the cleansing, as soon as you disconnect from your everyday life and start shuffling, that can be your clue as well. So you don't have to visualize something in your head. Maybe that's not your way. Maybe you just can do it, just by shuffling the cards and saying, okay, now I'm connected to the tarot energy, right? So it's up to you. There's no right or wrong to do it. There's only way that you like to do it, and that connects you to the tarot energy in the best way. So just pick and choose your own. The next thing, what I do is synchronizing with the client and synchronizing and trying to figure out what kind of questions. So basically, I ask about the situation. I ask what the client wants to find out, what kind of questions they have, and then I synchronize with the client and try to figure out, try to feel what they feel, try to see in what kind of mental state they are, what are they asking, what's going on, ask some questions, right? So if I do, let's say, YouTube reading, that's simple. I already have a topic. I start thinking about this topic. I connect with my Yellowstone, right? When I'm shuffling, I connect with my Yellowstone. I'm like, okay, I'm connecting to Yellowstone energy. Whoever picked this energy, I'm connecting to it. And I do some shuffling, I kind of align with this energy, and I start the reading. And I ask and question, the intention for the reading, right? So I repeat the intention as well. But if you work with someone, if you're doing cards for someone, usually what I do, I ask them what the situation, I ask them what they want to find out, I kind of feel the energy, and then I'm gonna do another video on different types of decks. So for each situation, I have different types of decks. So for each area, let's say relationship, I have certain decks that only work with relationships. Or let's say money, I have certain decks that work with money, and also there are certain decks that work with low vibration people, and there are certain decks that work with high vibration people. So depending on the person, depending on the situation, I will choose different decks. And that's why you guys see in my videos I know sometimes with yellow I use one deck, and with, you know, other colors, purple or red, I use another deck because the energies are changing and information is changing, so I need to use a different deck in order to see information fully. And how I pick it? I pick it intuitively, the same like I do intuitive readings, and I'm gonna link the video below about intuitive reading. I explain how to do it. I do the same. I pick my decks intuitively for the reading. So, how would you say intuitively? Whatever feels right. So, let's say I look at the person and they ask about relationship and they are talking, well, I haven't seen this person in a while. I really want to find out what's going on. I look at the decks and I'm like, okay, so probably a ghost tarot usually works really good about relationship. That person is not in contact with the person, with another person, to see what's going on in the past, what kind of, you know, skeletons in the closets they have, what kind of ghost of the relationship they have, right? So this is a pretty good deck, ghost tarot. I will also pick something else. So probably this one is very versatile. So I'll probably pick Light Seers Tarot to see what's going on, what kind of action. So this is very active deck, and I'm gonna do another video what kind of decks I use and what they mean and what I use them for. I'm gonna also link it below, as I told you guys. So it's intuitive, so whatever. And sometimes I do the reading and you know, there's another question comes to my mind. I'm like, I gotta use the other deck, so I just forget about this one and I pull another one and I start using it because it works better. So even during the session, even during the reading, I can change decks and I can add things and I can mix it up, because that's my flow. I know some people, they're very strict, they pick one deck and they work on it. I'm not that strict. I can switch so many decks, because if I want to see certain energies, if I want to see certain, let's say we start with one question and it was simple and then it became very complicated and we need to do shadow work, I need a shadow deck, and then it became something else and I need a different deck. So I mean, I look at the situation, I assess it, and then I pick whatever works in that situation. So that's intuitive reading for me. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You can do it either way, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the beginning. Before you do the tarot reading, then you do the actual tarot reading, and I'm gonna link below the video about intuitive tarot reading. I explain how I do it, how I use intuitive tarot, where you don't need to know anything about meaning of the card. You just can start do it intuitively, like right away. So no need to know anything about tarot in order to start reading. How amazing is that? So I'm gonna link the video below. It's a long one, but I hope you guys like it. And I also wanted to talk about, you know, the end of the session. So once you finish the reading, the process is reversed. So I'm, you know, putting stuff back. So I'm putting all my decks back into the boxes. So I'm gonna put it right now. So you kind of, you know, the same transition where you were in the tarot reading mode, right? You were connected to the channel, you were doing the reading, and you know, completely involved, completely soaked into the process. And then you need to transition into your everyday life where you don't read cards, right? Where you do something else, you know, to-do list and talk with the family and do whatever it is, right? It's not tarot. So again, reverse process. So if you add a candle, I usually, you know, blow it. Do you say blow it? I don't know. Yeah, blow it away. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know in the comments how to say it right. I'm blinking today for some reason. I cannot remember words anymore. Let's see. Maybe because it's late. It's like 1 a.m. right now. I don't know. I just got into this creative process. I'm like, I want to do those videos, so it's too late for that. So what I do again, reverse process. I put the you know, tarot in the, you know, boxes. I put everything the way it was before, so the ball right here, and then I put, you know, other stuff here, all my pens and papers, whatever was here before. You know, I remove all the stuff that's supposed to be removed. And then I put all my tarot decks in the box. So I've been watching this, YouTube channel, and this tarot reader, she said, if you keep the cards out, if you keep the tarot cards out, especially if it's not like a special workroom where you work with energies, where let's say you do readings and spiritual, if it's not like a room special for that, it's better to keep the tarot cards somewhere hidden. So because the way it works, I'm not sure how to explain it. So the way it works, every time you look at the tarot, you kind of connect with energy, with its energy, right? So you kind of connect into tarot channel. So in everyday life, if you're constantly looking at it, even if you're not looking, you still your subconsciously. So even if it's right here, my subconscious knows that it's right here because I move my head and I can see it on the peripheral view, right? So even if you're not looking, your subconscious still sees it and still connects with tarot. So it can drain your energy a little bit because it also drags your attention into it, right? So if you keep tarot in your bedroom, if you keep tarot in your living room, if you keep tarot somewhere in the open space, she recommends to put it somewhere in the box where you don't see it, so it doesn't drain your energy. There are different thoughts on it. So some people think that's not right. Some people think that, that's not the case. And some people think that it is the case. For me, I believe that's the case because I believe whatever we see in the room, in the living room, in the bedroom, or whatever it is, there's a special place for it. So, and it drags our attention, right? That's why I'm trying to be very minimalistic, so there's no things that distract my energy, distract my thoughts. So I have more energy for my projects, for family, for things I really want to do. So that's why I keep them hidden in the box, so I don't see them until I actually go and read the cards. So this one goes in the box. Okay, so let's say I put all my cards in box and I remove them, and I'm like, okay, cool. My candle is blown off. You guys can let me know. It's not getting better at this point. So let's say I removed all of it, cards are gone, candle is gone, everything is gone, everything back to normal on this table because I use this table for other things as well. The last thing that I do to disconnect from the tarot channel, from the tarot energy, is actually this movement is from Reiki. So that's what I use to disconnect from Reiki, stream. The same I do for tarot as well, because for me it's a sign of disconnection. So what I do is I do this. So this was the table I worked on. So this is the energy I worked with, right? The channel space, as you might think. So what I do, I use this for me when we learn Reiki. So that's what we learn to disconnect from the channels, right? From Reiki channel. So that's what I do to disconnect from Reiki channel and from tarot channel as well. So I just do like this. And for me, for my brain, it means disconnected. So after I've done this, after everything is gone, that's it. This table is for other things. Again, it's for, probably work or other things, YouTube videos, right? So as soon as I disconnect it, I put it away. It's not draining my energy anymore. I'm not connected to it. So until the next time I do tarot. So for you, it doesn't have to be this, right? It can be something else. It can be just, you put it away and say, okay, I close my box. The tarot is there. I don't think about it anymore. Or you can see it, you can close your eyes and you can visualize cutting the channel, right, and stopping the energy. Whatever comes to your mind, whatever is convenient for you, whatever comes to you, do it. Because again, I'm intuitive everything. So even the processes for me, I'm sharing with you guys my own process, but this is intuitive process. I haven't learned it from a special tarot reader, or a special tarot guru, right? I just, I take it from my experiences, I take it from my life, I take it from experiences of others, sometimes not related to tarot, and I use it because for my brain, this means disconnect from the channel. That's it. So whatever it means for you to disconnect from the channel, you can do it. Doesn't matter. It's visualizing, it's saying something, it's expressing something, it's just blowing the candle maybe. Disconnected, right? So you can do this like, ooh, it's all disconnected. The smell is very strong after you blow it. So it can be anything you want, guys. So be creative, whatever feels right. Another thing that I wanted to share is very important because it has to feel right. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Even if they're a super top expert, experienced, and blah 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 blah, with a lot of blah 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 blah. If it doesn't sit right with you, find a different way to do it, because every time it doesn't sit right with you, it brings this negative energy into the play, and this negative energy affects your life, affects your connection to divine energy, affects everything. So if it doesn't sit well with you, don't do it. Find something else. Find maybe something intuitive that you come up with. Maybe you can ask your spirit guides or other guides what to do in that case. That will be a really good option as well, right? So you don't have to come up with it yourself. You can actually ask and get the answer. So do whatever feels right for you, because if it doesn't, then it doesn't serve you any good. Even if it's like guru blah 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 tells you to do it, it doesn't mean it's right for you. The only thing that's right for you, that is actually you intuitively know is right, and you feel good about it, and you feel that it's right and it's working. Because it's not about the process. And I'm gonna give you some wisdom here. I'm on the roll. It's 1 a.m. A lot of people get stuck into you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way, or you have to do it this way, and I'm an expert, I'm saying what is right. But have you noticed, in one field there can be thousands or at least hundreds of experts, and some of the opinions are very contradictory for each other. And what the surprising part is, because I see commercials where one guy's like, well, this method works and blah blah blah, hundreds thousands of people are, it's helping hundreds of thousands of people. And then there's another guy that's doing completely opposite of it. And then he's like, oh, my method works, and it helped thousands of people, and it's amazing. That's only one solution. There is no only one solution. Whatever you believe works, that's what works. So the thousands of people that believe that guy, that's why it works for them, because they believe in it. They put their intention into it. It actually sits right with them. The same story with the people that believe the other guy, completely opposite strategy guy, because they believe in it, it works for them. That's why it works for those people. But those two contradicting methods, completely different, like completely opposite, completely. It should be either or, but it's never either or. It's always whatever is right for you. So you guys gotta pick from now on. Just promise me you pick whatever is right for you, not because some smart dude somewhere, expert, statistic and all of these things said blah 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 blah. If you believe in it, if you believe in that statistic, sure, just do it. If you don't, find something else that can work for you. Okay, so I've been blabbing for a very long time. I think it's becoming again a very long video. I just recorded a 1-hour video about intuitive tarot reading, so this one has become long again. But I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to share what I do, and I'm hoping that it helped you guys. And if you like this video, please the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you do, because I strongly believe in seeing what works with other people, and then if I like it, implementing in my own life. So we gotta learn from each other. So if you're doing something that really works for you, just let us know. Maybe we'll try it, and maybe we'll like it too. Maybe we'll implement it, so it will improve our lives. So that's why I did this video. So if you guys like something that I'm sharing, or it's something really helpful, I really want to share it, so it will be helpful in your life, right? So yeah, so leave a comment, like, subscribe, because I'm gonna do more videos on tarot, spirituality, and I'm really excited to continue doing filming videos for this channel. I should go to sleep probably now. I'll see you guys next videos.